Hey everybody, Dr. Minette Riordan on a kind of cloudy Tuesday morning here in Plano, Texas. I am the publisher of North Texas Kids Magazine. I'm also a certified coach for parents through the Academy for Parent Coaching International, and I am here with another Heartwise parenting moment to talk about with you all today. And what's on my mind, and I know on my kids' mind as well, is today is the tax test for the state of Texas. This is the standardized test that kids in third grades and up have to take. They're taking the math test today. And my kids are both really bright. They always do great on these tests, but there's no doubt that they went to school this morning feeling maybe a little worried and nervous. My daughter kept saying, no, no, I'm not scared. I'm not worried. But, she kept bringing it up and wanting to talk about it. So on the way to school this morning, we went through the great strategies that her wonderful third grade teacher, Miss Williams, taught her about how to make sure they got through the test. As my son was getting out of the car, I'm like, what's the number one thing you need to remember to do? So the thing that he always struggles with is making sure to go back and double check his work because he skips questions. He's just going really fast. He just wants to get it done. He's a 12-year-old boy. He wants to sit and take a test, not him. But no matter who your child is, how well they do, they all definitely get that anxiety. So I just want to give you a couple of quick tips for helping your kids manage test stress, whether it's standardized testing or whether it's a regular test that they're going to take throughout the course of their school year. Obviously, the things that your teachers tell you, getting a good night's sleep is huge. Eating a good breakfast with protein, not a lot of sugar on test morning is not a great day to fill your kids up on sugary cereals because it just gives them extra energy, makes it difficult to focus, and then they're very likely to have kind of that mid-morning crash, and the only snack they're probably going to get is more carbohydrates. So some protein in the morning is great. So those are just a couple of real, physical, tangible things you can do. But let's address some of the emotional issues that are happening with kids. And I want to share a personal story with you. I am a total overachiever, really focused on doing well. I pushed myself really hard. If you ask my mom, she says I've always really been hard on myself and pushed myself hard. I never really had test anxiety, but definitely had a real drive and a push to do well. And one of my challenges as a parent is not putting my need to succeed off on my kids. My kids are who they're going to be, and if school is not their passion, I'm never going to be able to make it be their passion. And Connor had this amazing fourth grade teacher, and he came home and he'd gotten a note home in his planner about some misbehaving in school, and I'm jumping on it and writing to her and saying, what's going on, is he focusing, and what's he doing, and I noticed this and I noticed that. And she basically told me to just sit back and relax, that my son was doing fine, and I just needed to take a deep breath and let him do his thing. And I think as a heart-wise parent, sometimes it's a challenge to just get out of the way. We want to be involved, we want to be connected, we want to make sure we understand everything that's going on, and sometimes we just need to let our kids be. So when it comes to test and stress, we can't let our stress, our worries, and our concerns color our children's emotions. They need us to be their cheerleaders in this particular moment and tell them they're going to do fine, it's going to be okay. Practice with them. If your child needs that extra practice, ask the teacher for some exercises that you can do and bring home at school. And it might be a little late since the test is today, but today is math, tomorrow is reading. Read with your kids tonight. Let them read out loud to you and just talk them through the process and just let your own emotions go. Trust that they're going to do the best job that they can, and really believe in them and have faith in them. That's really all our kids need from us. And they need the opportunity for us to just listen. If they are feeling stressed and they want to talk about it, just listen. Don't judge. Don't try to fix it. Don't say, oh my gosh, we can do this or we can do that or it's going to be fine. Sometimes all they need is just to say, wow, I'm feeling stressed. And for you to just hold them and give them a hug and say, I see that you're feeling stressed. And you know what? It is okay to feel nervous about this. We just are going to push through those nerves. Some ways to push through nerves: you could say a prayer depending on your family beliefs. You could meditate, take a walk, exercise, and being outside in nature are probably the quickest, fastest ways to get your kids calmed down. So make sure you're spending a little extra time after dinner, taking a 30-minute walk, and taking a walk in the evening before bedtime will also help your child sleep better because they'll get rid of some of those jitters and nerves. And then making sure those are things that you can do as a parent, but there's things that kids can do as well. So teaching them tips, an easy one is teaching them to take some deep breaths, either at night before they're going to bed, first thing when they get up in the morning, and before they take the test. Just teach them from their belly. You really want them to learn how to take a deep breath, and they can do it quietly at school so it's not embarrassing, or they could even ask to go to the restroom before the test and do it in the restroom. So if they've got some of those little butterflies, there's nothing like deep breathing to get it out. And the best way to overcome test jitters is to make sure your child is prepared for the test, that you can honestly say, you know what, Connor, you have done everything that you can to prepare for this test. You have studied, you know the answers, and help boost their confidence that they're prepared. So, good sleep, good nutrition, listening to them if they're stressed out, taking a walk, teaching some breathing, 5 simple tips to help your kids overcome test stress that's so hard to stay. Happy tax day. I know it's not a lot of fun for anybody, for the teachers or the kids, but we got to get through it together. So, have a heart-wise moment with your kids after school. Celebrate their success today, even though you don't know the results. Again, tomorrow, say, hey, how'd it go? I'm so proud of you for making it through the day. Make sure that you keep them really pumped up and excited, knowing that they're going to do the best job that they can. I will talk to you guys all again soon. I am Dr. Minette Riordan with North Texas Kids Magazine. Go find more information. I've got a whole article on northtexaskids.com on our blog about some great links and information for managing stress tests. Have a great day. Thanks so much.